Hi everyone, welcome to My Green Closet. Today we're going to talk about how to properly measure yourself and order clothes online that fit. And also be sure to stick around until later in the video because I have a project that I would really like you to be part of to help show conscious brands that better and more diverse sizing options are needed. So I know shopping online can be difficult, but being able to measure yourself correctly and understand size guides can really help you get clothes that fit. So the most important thing to know is your bust, waist, and hip measurements because this is what almost any size guide will use. So to take your bust measurement, you first want to wear the style of bra that you typically wear or that you will be wearing under the kind of item you're buying. You want to take your bust measurement at the fullest part of your bust, and you should be at a neutral breathing position, so not breathing really in or really out. You also want to make sure the tape measure is straight across your front, sides, and back. It's helpful to stand in front of a mirror or have somebody help you, and you want to make sure the tape measure is snug but not pressing in. Next is your waist measurement, and that should be taken at your narrowest part. Again, it's really important to be at a neutral position, so not sucking in or anything, and make sure the tape is straight across. The final measurement is your hips, and you want to take this at the fullest part, again making sure it's straight across and snug, but not pressing in at all. So now that you have your three measurements, you can compare them to the brand's size chart, which will give you a range of measurements to determine what size or sizes you fit into. Now you might find you fit into different sizes for different areas, so then it's important to look into the sizes that matter most for the kind of garment you're ordering. So for example, if you have a small bust, but you're a medium in the hips and you're ordering pants, obviously the bust measurement doesn't really matter and it's important to look at your waist and hip measurements. But let's say you're ordering a fitted dress and you're a small bust but a medium hips. Now you always want to order garments to fit the widest part of you because it's generally pretty easy to take things in, but if a piece is too tight, there's usually not a lot of options. You should also look at where you are in the size range. So for example, if you're one size at your bust and waist, but you're a size up at your hips, but right at the edge of that size range, you're probably still okay sizing down unless it's a super tailored garment. Also, depending on the style of the garment, different measurements are going to be more or less important, and you always want to look at where it is the most fitted, and that's the most important measurement to get the fit right. So for example, if you're ordering a dress that has a really fitted bodice but a flowy skirt, your bust and waist measurements are going to be very important, but your hip measurements won't be as important because there will be a lot of room in the skirt. So you'll always want to consider the fit of the garment when determining what size you'll need, and it's also a good idea to look and see if the garment has any spandex or stretch, because especially if you're between sizes, having some stretch in the fabric will give you more flexibility. It's also a really good idea to read through the comments and the description and see if there's anything about the item fitting small or large. Additionally, if you have a specific fit issue, so maybe shoulders are usually too tight or sleeves are too short, you can try contacting the brand and getting that exact measurement, so maybe the sleeve length of the garment, and that will help when you're ordering. Now, although measuring yourself correctly and considering the fit of the garment can definitely help you get the right size, sometimes things are just not gonna fit, so it's always a good idea to look into brands' return policies, and if you're worried, stick with materials that have some stretch or jersey knits because they offer a lot more flexibility with fit. So now something that has always bothered me is the standardized sizing used in fashion. And I made a video quite a while ago about this and how brands basically only design for one body type, which you can watch to learn more about. But basically, new brands that are starting up, they have a big problem because they don't have a customer base to test fit on, so they tend to use this standardized system, which I think was developed in the 70s and is what we were taught to use in fashion school. It can be very difficult and costs a lot of money for brands to do different sizing because of the work and resources needed to survey people and develop new fits. So I had this idea to create a new standard and show slow fashion brands the kind of sizes needed and help them with some of the legwork of developing fits, but this only works with your help. I've created an anonymous survey which asks for your measurements and some fit questions and should only take about 5 to 10 minutes to fill out, but if enough people do this, we can have some really strong data about the sizes and fit issues of conscious consumers. It would be wonderful, instead of just telling brands that we need better sizing, to actually show them data about what sizes and body types people are. But again, this only works if enough people take part. So please spend just a little time and fill out the survey linked below. Again, it's anonymous. Also, please share this. The more people that fill out the survey, the better data we can have. I think this is something really needed. I'm tired of seeing conscious brands come out with the same very limited sizing, and it's also really disappointing how many times I hear from people that they want to shop consciously but they can't find their sizes, or that they want to order things online but they have so many fit issues because of their body type. It's completely ridiculous that fashion is essentially still only being made for one body shape, but I think together we can change that and we can give brands data about what sizes and body types conscious consumers are. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you'll take just a few minutes to fill out the survey. It is linked below. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much to those of you supporting me on Patreon, and I'll see you in the next one.